So my Chihuahua puppy has ruined this carpet that we had in our living room. And I hosed it off. White's not good with the puppy, so I'll go ahead and get some metal pan under here to try to save it, but I'm gonna ruin it the rest of the way, I'm pretty sure. And let's go ahead and crack the oil pan, get this thing drained. These pans really do save you a whole lot of cleanup. They're about $12 at AutoZone. But under this big block, this is like a 2 3/4 or a 3-inch. This is probably 3-inch. It's a 2 3/4 true dual all the way to the back where I got my new muffler, which is a 3-inch in, 4-inch out. Dual 3-inch in, single 4-inch out. On the dyno, proving that muffler gave me 40 foot-pounds of torque and 10 horsepower. So, all right, got my oil change bucket. And oil wrench, 15 millimeter. And see, I drove it this morning, it should be cool by now. There we go. For the next mess, let's go ahead and do the oil filter. It's up in here. Let's see if you can see that. Get my wrench up in this vicinity. I like this style better than the squeeze type. Oh, it's loose. Cool. All right, here comes the next shower of mess down on the ground. And move the pan over a little bit. Not too bad, but I'm probably gonna have to turn it sideways to get it down. There we go. You gotta run the short filter on the four-wheel drive because of the drive shaft. Alright, got a little peg to stick this on. It's not like it's going to drain a whole lot with the pan full. Hold 6 quarts. That's an 8-quart pan. I'm going to go ahead and let this drip for a little bit and then come back and put the new filter on and fill it back up. Alright, got the STP filter. I usually use Delco. Since this is the extra extended life filter, I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. Seen it do it a YouTube video. These were just about as good as those are. It says 10,000 miles. I'm going to let my engine go 5,000. I don't care what they say. So air filter for 450. The Delco number is PF454, but this is an 8.1. So oil filter for the 496. Boom. All right, back under the truck. I got the drain plug. I don't see any. No, there's no oil shavings on the bottom of this at all. Wipe this off. There's a little magnet built into the end of the drain plug. And a little rubber seal. Just don't over tighten it. So this thing's been dripping for an hour. I believe it's empty by now. Whatever little residue's left in there ain't gonna hurt nothing. Stick the plug in it. It's a 15 millimeter. Those GMs are. Grab my little ratchet wrench here. 15. Just a little snug. That's about all it needs. And then the oil filter. So take the oil filter out the box. This gasket here is the most important thing to look for. Make sure it's still on the bottom of your old filter. and get your little oil, lube it up. That way it doesn't stick to the bare metal surface. Look up there and physically inspect. Like run your finger on it. There's no extra gasket on here. So it's going to seal. There's really just no good way of showing you all what I'm doing up here, because it's up there. But up in here, like I said, visually inspect it. Make sure that the old gasket or another gasket, you don't want to double gasket your filter. That's a great way to make an oil leak. But now it's all clean. Go ahead and get this up in here and see if I can not touch anything on that, because the exhaust is real tight. It's sitting on top of the front drive shaft before this drips my face. All right. All right, spun on. Put the rag on it, get it hand tight. Get a little extra oomph with the wrench, just makes it even harder to get off. So. There it is. All right, let's go to the top side and fill it up. Drag all this mess out from under here. Nice and slow, it's at the top. Oh man. I'm just glad I got it in this metal pan, and if it does spill, it'll catch it. Makes it slide across the concrete easier too. All right, got a clean funnel, and let's go ahead and put the oil in the 8-1. Look, it says that on there for a reason. 5W30. The oil passages, even in this big block, are not drilled large enough to use anything thicker. So I got some Mobile 1, 530, 5 quarts. I think this motor takes 6, so I got another jug from the previous time. It's just cheaper that way. I'll buy the 5 quart instead of the single quart, and I can get 5 extra oil changes for $25 instead of 1 for 10. So it's just my little savings way. So 4 or 5 quarts of 530 in this big block, nice and gold synthetic. Plugs in it, oil filters on it. Everything's been wiped down and hit with some degreaser. I like this funnel, it holds a lot. So I'll let that do its thing. And I'll go measure them out of the single quart. So this is dripped for a little bit. Yeah, it ain't got much left in it. And I have my pre-measured quart. They make these bottles with the spouts on one side like this so it pours easy. A lot of people want to pour with the spout on the bottom, it just makes it glug. This lets the air in and lets it come out nice and smooth. There was no transmission fluid in this bottle. I rinsed it out with engine oil. All right, we're 6 quarts in. Time to crank it up and check for leaks. Loudest clutch fan ever. I can't wait to put electric fans on this thing. However, cranks up, purrs like a kitten. And as far as what's underneath, no oil leak. That's a loud clutch fan. After checking the dipstick, I was incorrect. The 8 liter does not take 6 quarts, it takes 7. So I'm a quart low. Just went and measured another one. Go ahead and pour this one in. It was right at the add line, so that's 1 quart. All right, well now I'm topped off, and I'll get on the back tires, and y'all let me know if you like the tall ones or the short ones. I like the short ones, but we'll see how it affects the gas mileage. You know, for science. All right, y'all, just taking a look around the shop here. This place is a freaking wreck. I'm gonna have to go ahead and clean this up after about 3 months of hard working on all kind of different stuff. It's time to take a break, clean up everything, and make it presentable for the next video. So the oil change has been done on the Suburban. I put some taller tires on it. It did benefit me. I went from around 13 miles to the gallon on the interstate to about 15 miles to gallon on the interstate. I dropped about 500 RPM. So at 80, I'm doing, I think 2,100, 2,200 RPMs now instead of 2,700 RPMs. So helped out a lot. It's a big block. I didn't notice any difference in the torque. I haven't towed anything with it yet. You know, behind me is the main reason why I have that tow vehicle right there. So my little 30-foot Scarab I'm going to be working on here, also on the channel. Time to take the motor out of the pre-runner truck and drop in the crate motor in the pre-runner truck. Swap out that 4L60 for a 4L80 and put the guts from the pre-runner in my son's regular cab short bed with a Brian Tooley NSR truck Norris cam. So that'll be fun. Got me some HP tuners. I'll be learning on that. And I'm almost to 400 subscribers. I thank y'all for pressing that like and subscribe button and watching me do what I do and helping me grow this channel. And the more likes and more subscribes, the better stuff I can get my hands on. So thank y'all for watching. Catch you next Friday.